Yo, yo, yo. Happy race day. I got a little setup here. I'm on the road again. Another, excuse me, another away game. Let's see. Bush over Logano, Superbook. Okay. Boy, we're just starting right in today, aren't we? You guys can hear me okay? Everything good? All right. Well, if I had to start a new team, what driver are you picking to start with? Well, I mean, yeah, thanks, Ryan. I like this. I like this shirt. All right. All good. Loud and clear. I got it from Jacob. Bought a new car yesterday. I heard it's nice. Oh gosh, my cousin just chimed in here to let me know Byron's going to win like he does every week. But first, I'm going to do a summer shandy. We're out here on the lake at my dad's place, so let's take a poll here. Collective clink. Happy race day. Taking a poll. That is like juice. Yeah, John Hunter was not fast today, yesterday. Neither was Ryan Preece. Those two guys seem to be pretty slow, but let's get this rundown going. We'll start with Ty Gibbs. Okay, I guess today, first of all, I did not watch practice live. I did not watch the Xfinity race. I don't know. I've been here with my family all weekend, and this is the one weekend where I kind of step away a little bit. So hopefully I can learn a little bit from you guys, and we'll figure out if there's something worth playing. Yeah, this is lemonade. I agree. But anyway, I want to break up the drivers into three groups. One is who's the fastest? I hate that thing. Who's the fastest? Just the fastest 4 or 5 cars that can overcome anything. And then cars that are going to be decent all day, but will need to steal some track position. And then cars that are going to be bad, that are going to be really aggressive with their strategy, that maybe if they get out front, they can win. So race winning speed, average speed, and then just bad cars that are just going to do whatever they can in order to win. We're all on the same page there. So to start, Ty Gibbs. Ty, I would not throw in that fastest category. I would say this would be group 2 guy. Yeah, he could win the race off pit road if there's a late one, or let's just say there's a caution a few laps before the stage, and they all undercut the stage and pit. Because remember, if you're within 7 seconds of the leader, you can pit and not lose a lap. So you're going to see people undercutting stages just like you'd see on a road course. Ty Gibbs is just kind of that tier 2. I don't think he's going to drive through the field. Now, if he stays out front, yes, he's going to be really good. It's going to be hard to pass, but he's tier 2 speed, in my opinion. I think William Byron is going to be tier 1 speed, just short run. He did have a little bit more fall off, and he wasn't super excited in his interview during practice. I think he's just concerned about the handling of the race car. He's not concerned about the speed. I agree. If anything, you're kind of fading Tyrone. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at how he's priced. He's priced like he's an elite guy. I'm pretty sure the fact that William Byron's 10 and Ty is 7, I don't know. And I have nothing bet today. Nothing. I've bet $0. I'm probably going to lie bet everything because I want to know strategy. Okay. Byron. I think Byron does have elite speed. If he gets out in clean air, he's going to be hard to pass. I don't know that anyone's going to be flying past him. There might be 1 or 2 cars, Denny in the long run, or Truex could just dominate the field. That's how good I think that the 19 car is. So we're just going to stick with Truex. He's tier 1, in my opinion, the fastest car. It's not really close. He was good on the short run. He was good on the long run. He was good here last year. He runs well here. I think that he should probably be the favorite to win the race. Would anybody disagree with that? I think it'd be hard to disagree with that. So I think Truex is tier 1 and he's 1A. What matchup are you guys talking about there? Tell me what matchup. Oh, Westgate had Byron at 12 this morning. Wow. Yeah, I was asleep at the wheel this morning. Yeah. I think it was unequivocally Marty was the fastest. Denny Hamlin. Well, I'll tell you what, I started off, I was in between rounds of golf. In this member guest I was playing with my dad. I got to come in and watch practice. And I turned to him like, Denny Hamlin is slow as hell. Like he's running these 54.6. He's slow. And the next thing you know, he runs faster on lap 21 than he ran on lap 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I go, whoa, okay. So Denny has zero fall off. But is that enough to get it done? I think if you don't have fire off speed, you have to you could get left in the dust on these restarts. So I I, I think Denny's going to be really good. And you know what? Denny doesn't particularly race well in practice or doesn't look good in practice. So the fact he does look this good does mean Denny will be there. This is not a shock. He's the favorite. I don't think that he's faster than Truex. I think if Truex gets to the lead, I think Denny knows he can't catch him. That's what I think. But yeah, I agree. We all know that Denny he sandbags a little bit. He went out there and ran 21 laps or 22 laps. That's at 54 seconds a lap. That's the entire practice, you know. So I think Denny is going to be strong. Obviously, we're not saying anything new. Josh Berry, I am shocked at how well he qualified. I don't think Josh is tier 2 in this grouping of he's going to have to figure something out to steal track position because he's not driving past Byron, Ty, Martin, or Denny. That is not happening. So I got nothing on nor against him. I don't know. I'm kind of opinionless on him. I think he probably races a little better than he practices typically. So yeah, let's see. Alex Bowman. I don't know where to put this guy. Probably that tier 2 on the edge of tier 1, maybe. I don't know. 11-1 on Byron to win. That's not bad. Yeah, Bowman, he just didn't show me much. It's a good qualifying. I think he's probably just going to run 6th all day. I don't think he's going to pass anyone, but I don't think he's going to get passed. Tyler Reddick. There's a lot of Tyler Reddick love. And I don't hate fading Ty Gibbs with Tyler Reddick. But he had fall off where no one else really did. Now, whether that's the setup or just driver ability or just trying other lines, I short run speed's there, and you need it. You need short run speed. I guess you put him tier 1 because of his short run speed. Byron even versus Gibbs. Man, I like that. I'm having a hard time not betting some of these against Tyrone. I just kind of wanted to live bet today, but geez. I'll get to Bell in a second. Where are we at here? Tyler Reddick, I don't know. I think he's got too much fall off to win. I'm still going to put him in that tier 1 because I do think on restarts, you do need short run speed. You look at how they fan out. If you can get a good restart, you can pick up a few spots. But once you kind of get strung out after 3 laps or 2 laps, I just don't know that there's going to be a lot of passing. There'll be a few cars, I think, that are better until we get into the super long run where I think a guy like Denny will be consistently the fastest. Blaney. I think Blaney has speed in his car. I don't think he has consistency. He wasn't able to run consistent laps. That typically, to me, says it's a handling problem. Reddick's fall off was after his spin, but he got fresh tires, so that's not going to be an issue. Blaney, I think Blaney's going to be good. From an outright perspective, I don't hate his numbers. I saw someone had 17-1 at one point this morning. DK just moved Byron to 6 plus 650. Is that because of us? That's hilarious. If that's because of us, that's hilarious. I didn't say he should be the favorite. Oh, 18, Brian. That's good. I don't hate Blaney. He's going to need a little. He's going to. Should we mess with DraftKings here? Should we say I like Zane Smith and see if we can move the line. Maybe get some other guys to float up. Blaney, I think, could be good. I think his outright price is there. I don't know if I trust him in matchups. You're starting to get to further down in the field. Guys are going to have to take a little bit more risks. I'm just not ready for that. You have to be on the right strategy in order to win this race. You cannot win on the wrong strategy. Maybe Truex can, maybe Hamlin, maybe a Larson, but what is that price on top Ford? Because I don't even think that's going to be close. Do we agree that I don't even think it's close? Ryan Blaney's going to be the fastest Ford. Zane Smith, well done. You're not going to be fast. I feel like he'll hang on to track position, but if he loses anything, he's trouble. Oh, Kez fastest Ford. Yeah, good call. See, that's why we do this. Kez could be up there fastest Ford. I'm not going to hit on Zane Smith here. Yeah, but Connor, I think you're biased. Aren't you going to be at the race in Brad K gear? That's what I think. Elite race management. I agree with that, Brian. Kez top Ford, decent speed, and elite race management. Yeah, and I trust him out front. That's the biggest thing. If you're going to steal track position, it better be with a good driver, because you miss the tunnel turn or you miss it off of 3 and you are going to get freight trained on the front stretch. So going to continue here with Joey Logano. He's not, he wasn't consistent in practice, but he did have some speed. He's a tier 2 guy. He's going to have to move up through some sort of strategy or restarts. He's not going to be driving through the field. Chase Elliott. Let's see, where's Chase here? I don't know. Chase doesn't get me going today. Usually he looks good in practice here. Ooh. Busher plus 130 over Logano. Yeah, maybe. Chris wasn't that strong. You're probably getting value because that should be more of a pick 'em price. And you're getting plus 130. So I would agree with that. Larson. You obviously know that Larson's going to be good. I guess based on comments, he said his car was really tight, but based on lap times, his car looked pretty fast. So if they get the handling on that thing, I think you could see Larson move up. You could see Kyle Larson make passes and be competitive here. He just needs to pick off a few a run. It's not a great starting spot for him, but I don't think that's going to matter too much for that 5 team. They pretty much fly through the field no matter what. Christopher Bell's an interesting one. He's in this tier 2. Larson's in tier 1. Yep, Larson's fast. I would put Bell in tier 2, but the other thing is, Bell another guy that doesn't practice that well and just races way better. I look back at Gateway, he did not look like the car to beat at Gateway in practice, and he was the car to beat at Gateway. He was also really good at Iowa and didn't look that good in practice. I know that those are different. Gateway wasn't a different package, but I don't know. I think he's going to be better. Yeah, he does qualify better typically. Byron or Larson to win them with Morikawa. See, Abby, I got to go with my boy Ludwig here. Multiple tenths off from top Toyotas. Yeah, you're right. He is off of the other Toyotas. That's a good point. And he hasn't been great in this bracket. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to. Yeah, Byron is highly overrated. Yeah, I ruined his career, I think, by calling him Jimmy Johnson 2.0. Poor guy. I feel bad. I should send him a letter. All right, I want to move on. Keep her going here. So I'm not sure on Bell. He was off of the other Toyotas, but I just feel like he's going to race better. I just can't see him running outside the top 10. I think he's maybe a 7th place car. Brad Keselowski. Well, Brad was pretty good. Short and long run. Solid, consistent. He's won here. I think he's won here. He is a solid driver, and I trust him up front. And they're going to take some chances. I think you'll see Brad K leading laps today. So, yeah, I like Brad Keselowski. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. Yeah, Big Russ, that's what I mean with Bell. We can sit here and say he's a couple tenths off the Toyotas, but if he's in victory lane, we're not going, how did that happen? So it's kind of just where you're at with him. BK still 18-1 on MGM. Too bad they don't take anything for bets. Wish they did. I like Brad. Hocevar, I don't know. Good qualifying out of him. I think he's going to fall off. This is a tough track. You lose a little momentum. He's a guy that if he slides up the track in the tunnel turn or something, he'll lose 4 or 5 spots. If he makes a mistake on if he makes a mistake on pit road, it's gonna be hard for him to move back up to the field. Daniel Suarez actually at moments looked good in practice. I'd say he's still tier 3 guy. He needs to get really lucky. Yeah, Derek, 100%. Brad is a guy. One of the first names you would say, hey, Paul Wolf, his crew chief will get him out. Just try to get him out front, and see if they can win the race. Yeah, I like Brad, and I like the price. Fading Bell with Reddick. It's either going to be awesome or terrible. Yeah, that's weird that you guys are on Reddick. That never happens. Could Suarez chase stage points? Yeah, we got to think about that too. But also, I think tires matter enough for fast cars. Let me talk through this. I think tires matter enough for fast cars. I don't think for the guys in the middle of the pack, they matter as much. But if you have 4 or 5 lap fresher tires and you are a Truex, you are a Larson, and you might restart 12th and you can pick up 2 or 3 spots on that first restart, you could be better. I do think tires matter. I didn't see it in practice, but I do think that those guys are going to be able to work their way through the field. Passing the leader is going to be way different, right? Yeah, the closer you get to the front, those guys are going to be moving faster. When we saw last year, guys stay out with 2 tires and hold off Truex. So I do think tires matter, working your way up into the top 3. But once you get to the top 3, I don't think it matters. I think that clean air matters more. Yeah, with the Pocono strategy, you recommend sticking to outrights and avoiding top 5 or top 10s. I don't know. Yeah, I do think it's going to be hard if you one untimely caution and you're going to lose. All your matchups can flip. You're going to see once one person hits pit road, you're going to see a bunch of other people, because if guys start hitting pit road with 4 or 3 to go and there's a caution with 2 to go, sorry, those guys that pitted already are going to inherit the lead, and you're going to have a lot of guys that are going to be going to the back. So Suarez for stage 1 win could be, but I don't know. Zane Smith. I guess he could pass Zane Smith as well. Joey Logano, maybe he wins the stage. Yeah. Austin Dillon. Let's see. Oh, A. Dillon. Well, I don't know. What do you want me to say about Austin Dillon? I got nothing on him. Chris Buescher. You'd think RFK cars run similar when it comes to their speed. I don't. The 17 does not look as fast as the 6. So I know that there's some guys that like the plus payouts out there. I can't get behind it. I can't get behind Buescher. Ross Chastain. Just wherever Ross has been good in the past, just fade him early in the week. Where is he here? Ross Chastain. Lots of fall off. Not good. I think he's bad. Like, I think you fade him. I think the 99 looked better than him. Last season had Burton Jones, Stenhouse top 10 prior. Had Jones, McDowell, Dillon. This is a fun track. Yeah, I agree that. This Scuddy Stud. I agree. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so Ross, to your point, Brian, I'm glad you brought that up. This is the quintessential tier 3 guy that will be throwing Hail Marys to try to get a finish or win the race. So if there's a crazy strategy, like there's a caution with 4 or 5 laps outside the pit window, you'll see him pit. And it's like you're going to need 10 you're going to need to see 10 cautions in order for him to get to the finish, but I think he could do it. Hey, Kami, I'm actually in the States right now in Michigan. So this shandy was a lovely, inexpensive beer. Beer is expensive in Canada. Alcohol is expensive. So let's see. Where are we at? Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric. I thought he was going to qualify better. I'm watching practice going, shoot, maybe do we need to get in on this guy? Maybe top 5 or something like that. And then he qualified terrible. He's not going to drive through the field. No chance. I think he could be fast. He's going to have to. I would say, tier 2 speed. Tier 2 speed. Just tier 2 short run speed. Long run. No. Kami hasn't invited me to Stampede. He hasn't invited me. I want to go though. Well, maybe next year. I got a kid on the way. God. Maybe in 18 years I'll go to Stampede. Austin Cindric. He's gonna fall off. I don't think he's gonna fly through the field. Michael McDowell. He's gonna be. Let's see, where is he? McDowell. Actually, decent speed. Cindric over Stenhouse, I know. But Cindric's better than Stenhouse. He's better than Stenhouse. I know. I was kind of thinking the same thing. He's going to be better than Stenhouse. I just hate betting on that. Well, we'll get to Bubba. Let's see. Let me get through these. Harrison Burton, we're not even going to cover. Eric Jones, he's going to be slow. Let me make sure I actually am right about that. Where is Eric Jones on my little sheet? Oh, yeah, he's slow. Kyle Busch. Man, Kyle, again, I think you're just betting on him to finish the race. If he finishes the race, top 15, maybe top 15. He's tier 3 guy. He's a tier 3. He needs to steal everything he can. Now, he's really good here. So if you can just take some talent but I don't know. I also see him being the first guy out of the race. We talk about him every week. Noah Gragson. Not as fast as Barry, clearly. And I don't think this is a Gragson type place. This doesn't come across as, to me, tier 3 stuff. He's going to need to win. So I think that has to be a consideration, and maybe a Hail Mary. Same with AJ. AJ is good here. AJ is good at this track. Typically, road course racers are good here. Heavy braking into one. Just typically, AJ is good here. I can't trust him. I can't trust Colleague's stuff right now. I don't think it's as good as it was last year. And AJ's underperformed. Daniel Hemrick's going to be slow. Chase Briscoe, very slow. Going to need to be. He's tier 3. He's going to have to steal track position. I don't know that he can get it done. Bubba Wallace. This was my best bet for the week, was Bubba under 15.5. And he's going to need to get lucky to get up there to compete for the top 10. But I do think he'll race better, but that might just be my bias talking because I have a little bit of skin in the game with him. He was good in the short run, but fell off a little bit. Kyle Busch will not be in the mix. No chance Kyle Busch is in the mix. Yeah, he screwed the pooch in the qualifying lap. I saw Briscoe was running with Ty Dillon last year. Yeah, brutal. But Bubba, I think he's got tremendous upside. They might get aggressive with track position and just put him out front and see how good his car is. I do think the Toyota's out fast will be front. Out front will be fast. So I think that's his only chance. Going to have to steal track position. He's going to have to make quick work of some of these guys that are slower. Otherwise, it's going to take him 20 laps here, which is a long time, 15 minutes to work over one or two guys. Truex over Gibbs is minus 125. You got to take that. Bowman over Busch. I like that too. I hate that I like a lot. I'm just very cautious because it is a strategy race. Just very cautious because it's strategy. Let's see. Ricky Stenhouse. I mean, I like fading him, with Cindric. John Nemechek was slow. Todd Gilliland, qualified pretty poorly. I thought he would be better. He's another guy that could easily steal some track position, kind of hang out in like 15th or 16th place. Ryan Preece and JJ Yaley. Preece just looked abysmal. I think Barry is clearly the leader of that group right now. We saw speed out of 10 earlier in this year, but Ryan Preece has just been bad. Zane over John Hunter Nemechek. I hate that I like all these. That's a winner. Unless I just don't see what world Zane. Well, I shouldn't say that. I see plenty of ways for Zane to screw that up, but not just a normal race. If Zane, what you need is to Zane to kind of stink a little bit so he doesn't think he can win the race, or, cream his pants when he's running the top 10. So that way he actually gets a decent finish and just kind of finishes well. Otherwise, he could blow it. You don't think Zane's beating John Hunter Nemechek? I do. I mean, he's like 0.4 a lap faster. How much faster do you want him to be? I mean, yeah, I can't. Yeah, and see, here's the thing, Nigel. Big Ross is just fading the John Hunter Nemechek car. That's all he's doing. All right, so here's top 10. Byron, Hamlin, Larson, Brad K, Ty Gibbs, Truex, Reddick, Bell, Bowman. Ooh. Oh, Blaney. Yeah, Blaney. Good call. Blaney. Yes, Blaney. So try to do that. We'll try to do that again. I think Alex Bowman is kind of right out there. So what did I say? Byron, Hamlin, Blaney, Larson, Brad K, Ty Gibbs, Martin Truex Jr., Tyler Reddick, Chris Bell, and yeah, Bowman, I guess. I'd say that. Outright prices. I would say the best outright price, I would say, is Blaney and Brad K. And Jacob said to look at my phone here. Okay, I will text you in a minute there, Jacob. We'll figure that out. Yeah, I think those are the best outright prices. They're Blaney and Brad K. And my pick, for no other reason other than it'd be really cool to see his victory lap, would be Brad K. Not a political show. That's not what this is. My pick is Brad K. I think that's the best story. The best story usually wins. So I think Brad K wins. And I think people would probably get goosebumps seeing that out there. That's what I think. So with that, I think Brad K gets it done. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ford plus 510. Oh yeah. And Roger, you're 100% right. It could be a Marty party. It could be a Marty party. So, all right. Cheers, everybody. Let's have a good race. Take a pull. Good luck. Did I miss anything? Anything else? Yeah, it just could be a Truex snoozer. Look, let me say that abundantly clear. I am picking Brad K for only one reason. It would be the best story. I think his car is good. That's the best story. That's the best story we have. So, cheers.